All right, I got the FAMU Athletic Director slash Vice President, Ms. Suggs, here with us today. We're doing Radio Row. We having us a good time. Celebration Bowl. She's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on over there on the highest of 7 hills.
That's right.
Y'all get ready. Here we go. Talk to us. What's some of the things that we can expect from the FAMU programs, the sports program, now that you're the leader,
Sure.
taking over things, leading everything in the direction that it needs to go?
Sure. Well, thanks, Coach, and
ma'am.
happy to be here. Happy to be back on the highest of 7 hills. And the biggest thing is putting that message out there that we're going to do this together, right? It's Team FAMU, both our internal and our external stakeholders, right? In terms of looking at this new landscape of college athletics across the board, and not just at FAMU, but across all Division I institutions, FCS institutions. We're all having to take a look at how we do things.
Absolutely. Sometimes you have to pull back the curtain a little bit just to get a better understanding of exactly where we are and where we're looking to go.
Sure.
And looking at how, I don't like delving in the mess, so we're not going to delve in the mess. We're going to keep this authentic. I've seen some of the things that you're already putting in place as far as with getting the necessary contributions from individuals to bring back to the university to help with things that you guys need from a sporting standpoint. Can you tell the people exactly how can they help FAMU help move that needle a little bit further in the direction of where they're looking to go from a financial standpoint, or even if you need additional hands to be helpmates, so to speak.
Absolutely.
What are some of the things that they can do to come help and be of service to FAMU?
Sure. And so, of course, resource optimization is a thing,
Absolutely.
right,
Absolutely.
for us in terms of raising these resources, both from a corporate perspective, small business perspective, individual, from a philanthropic perspective, making us a part of your donor strategy, your donor profile, your contributions that you're giving. It's December. It's the end of the year. Putting FAMU on your list in terms of support. Now, I know with that, we all want to know that our money is going to a good place.
Absolutely.
And it's being used the best way that it can. And when I tell you that the 400 plus student athletes at Florida A&M University is a great platform to invest in, a great group of people to invest in, and that return on investment is them graduating and looking at our scholarship obligations and how that's going to grow over the coming years with the changes in the landscape of NCAA.
Gotcha. Got a question. I got to ask this question. With the landscape of how sports is changing up,
Sure.
as far as with the media money going to a lot of the bigger name schools, they're kind of forgetting about the FCS schools. I have a tendency of saying, HBCUs, but sometimes I have to remind myself that we are a FCS Division
That's
I
right.
conference. What are some of the things that you see that we could possibly do to better position ourselves so that we're able to get those dollars, to maximize our dollars so that they can come back to the university to help out as well?
Sure. I think that we have to look at it from how that multimedia that has always been what we've said and seen, how that has even changed. The fact that we're sitting here today and that Radio Row looks totally different from how it looked 20 years ago. It definitely looks different post 2020 when people were at home and in quarantine. I'll tell you, I used to judge our daughter for not viewing linear television. Like, she would look at everything on YouTube or look at everything on a streaming situation and basis. But when we were at home in 2020 and when the world was quarantined to a certain degree, we all started looking at and receiving our media information in different ways and different formats. At HBCUs, we've got to take advantage of that,
Yes.
right? These streaming platforms were inching up, growing long before they became popular, particularly among the 40-something-year-olds, 50-something-year-olds, 60-something-year-olds. It's not just teenagers now. We all are getting our information and are feeding both in and out through different platforms. How do we then take advantage of looking at how these resources can be maximized on our campuses as well?
Yes, ma'am. With that being said, maximizing everything, guys, listen to me. We got a lot of phenomenal HBCUs out here doing some great work. AD Suggs is out here. She's letting you guys know exactly what's needed so that we can move this needle forward. Listen to what she's saying. Pay attention to where she's trying to take this thing. Already, I gotta give you your flowers. I'm already seeing you do some phenomenal work as far as with positioning the institution from a financial standpoint to get those windfalls, so that they can better help the university. I mean, there's been a lot of chaos before you got there. I mean, we don't have to discuss that as far as just stuff that people like to just delve into. But I'm glad to see that you're wiping the slate clean and say, this is the day FAMU is going to start doing it this way.
Well, we're going to build, right? When I was there the first time, I had an opportunity to work with several great individuals, and in the time that I was gone, those 7.5 years, some other great individuals, all of them that have come in. It's a tough job, right? You get pulled in a lot of different directions. You want to be successful across the landscape, and the balancing act sometimes can be a little difficult. But in doing so, if we keep our eyes on the prize, we keep the main thing, and that is our student athletes and what's going to be great for their experience. And if we do that together as a team, I think that we'll be able to move this thing forward in ways never seen before.
Tell everybody about the Heights of Seven Hills experience. Let them know what time it is.
Sure. And so, as I mentioned in another interview, U.S. News and World Report says that we're the #1 public HBCU in the country, and among the ranking of all research institutions and others, we are continuing to climb that ladder as well at number 81. We look to break into the 70s the next time that list comes out. Our research programs, our terminal degree programs in pharmacy, our law program, and the doctoral opportunities that exist there. I mean, we say the highest of 7 hills.
Absolutely.
In the place where the decisions and the laws are made.
Yes,
that would be Tallahassee, Florida.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But guys, I'm not going to hold her any longer. I just want to bring her by. She can talk to us and give us a rundown of what we can expect.
Absolutely.
Remember, FAMU won this thing last year.
That's right. We are the reigning.
They the reigning
Celebration Bowl champions. That's right.
Tell them again.
Reigning.
Reigning.
Right.
So,
as of today, we are the champions.
So it could be a possibility that somebody take the ball and they can't play tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they're going for another year.
The reigning celebration.
But I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping
Thank you,
by.
Coach. I appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am.
All righty.